I forgot to put my headphone in. Hold on one second. Happy Monday. It is Monday, obviously, which is why I'm mostly prepared. Mostly prepared. I think I've got some stuff in order here to share with y'all. But a very happy Monday to everybody. Hi, Cynthia. Already put up her happy Monday message in the comments, the comments there. So let's see. I've got quite a lot, and I've got some things planned for later in the week. To pre-record for Thursday and Friday because I will not be here. But every day that I will be here, I will be going live with a little something for us all to share. Starting off with some behind the scenes. There's some good stuff this today, so I really wanted to get through as much of it as I could. Again, thanks to Kathy Slavic for sending me just like every single thing she sees that might be possibly interesting. A lot of it, which I do share here. We're starting with an Outlander France share, which did not translate, but we can see what's happening here. We are David. It says David is in episode 3 of season 3. Lord John observing Macduff. So we've got a nice behind the scenes as they're being directed as to, where you look, where you walk, where you stand, what you say. Well, they already know what they're going to say, we hope. We got all that going on. And then I have this really cool one here where we've got Sam carrying Genevieve. Oh, yes, don't we love this? Well, it's Jamie carrying. At any rate, Mud Puddle. And drop. It's great. It's yeah. She deserved it, honestly. She deserved that moment. Not the actress, the character. But yeah, so we got some cool behind the scenes. I have not seen this one, I don't think, in a very long time, if ever. But it is fun to watch again. So I'm gonna yeah, that's just, you don't want to land in the mud like that. You just don't. Also have some fun stuff here because there's lots of interviews, lots of chats going on with multiple stars, not just our main two, about the show and the things they've done and what they're excited about. So Outlander stars shared this one. It says, my favorite action moment, pressing play on the remote to rewatch these scenes over and over again. Rewatch every action-packed episode before the Outlander Season 8 premiere. That's an advertisement for stars, but, it's not the worst plan. I still need to go through and rewatch Season 7, and I don't know. Yeah, I should have plenty of time to get through that. I just going to have to do it strategically. Let's find out what these guys have to say about their favorite moments.
Incredible.
Even the charge, you guys did was amazing.
But then it goes into this kind of world with the production. They had these sort of red flares that gave it this sort of blood tone to it, and it was epic.
That fencing match, that's fair. I really love that sword fighting. I remember seeing that and thinking, I want to get my hands on a sword and have a sword fight. I did get my hands on a sword and didn't have a sword fight, but did manage to cut Sam Heughan's neck.
Solid.
Don't mess with me on set.
One of my favorite action moments I actually have to give to Charles.
Oh, yeah.
And it's when he is lining up to battle with his friend. And his friend just gets taken out right next to him.
Yeah, that's
and he
gutting.
goes into this rageful, complete warrior. Just very impressed with young Charlie's acting. in
Yeah,
that
seeing
moment.
Charles in beast mode, he's such a puppy. So
Yeah.
seeing him do that, you're like, that's acting.
I was gonna say the Battle of Saratoga. It's like so iconic. It's a massive, iconic part of American history, and it was really cool to be a part of it.
I mean, Brianna Sheen got it in the head. Got to give it that.
Jamie and Claire's wedding.
The Lucas,
The locusts! That was some action, though. Those locusts were real.
Your jump from the fireball house was remarkable. And you were running a bucket. Your bucket running is
My bucket running goes down.
particularly good.
I love it when the women get into the action. That's always fun. Claire's had some good action moments. When she pulls the sword out.
Oh yeah. Ain't no messing with our Claire.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
Iconic.
Culloden was incredible.
Even the charge.
Yeah, those are some really, over the 7 seasons, there have been some really incredible moments of action where you see the characters, in some cases, literally step out of their comfort zone. Claire taking a life rather than saving a life. Same for Brianna when she takes out Steven. we understand the rage and the hurt and the reason why she does it, but Brianna taking a life is just very uncommon. And I also enjoyed how we got to see Roger Mack kind of grow into his position at his father-in-law's side. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And of course, my personal favorites, John Bell, anytime he is out doing, seriously young Ian stuff, after he came back from his time with the American Indians. I thoroughly enjoy everything he's done. Even though you're like, oh my gosh, our little boy Ian is so tough now. And I have to say, I agree with them on Charles when William, let's go, charge. Because that is some serious acting, because Charles himself, such a nice guy, so sweet. I can't imagine him ever being like, charge and hurt anybody ever. Like the flies are safe around him. These have been some very cool action moments. It kind of makes me wonder how aggressive season 8 could be with some of these really intense times. Wow. Okay, cool. And I think I have a link for this somewhere. I'm going to have to see if I can find it. I do have a link for another one coming up. A little bit of news here. Midhope Castle will be reopening back up this month on the 27th. It says, everyone is hard at work getting things ready for the opening next week. Please do not visit the castle prior to the 27th, as there are working vehicles on site. The walk along the burn is looking particularly beautiful with the snowdrops, and you are welcome to visit for a walk through the woods. So if you're in the area and you really wanted to hit Midhope, you can't take the indoor tour, but you're allowed to walk around the woods and enjoy the space. Real quick, gonna say a howdy to some folks in the comments. Hello, Cynthia and Jackie. I bet it's fun doing a lot of these scenes. Hi, Suzanne. How you doing? Sam has been beat up on this show throughout. And Kathy as well. Yeah, Jackie, Sam, I swear every now and then they'll be like, and then I hurt Sam. I don't know how many of the actors have actually physically damaged Sam in some way, but it feels like every now and then you'll hear, oh, and then that I accidentally slapped Sam, or I accidentally cut him, or whatever. It's a dangerous show. It's bound to happen from time to time. He's not so terribly damaged, but it happens. It happens. Got some good stuff from Lauren. Look at this. This is what I need. I need an entire team to make me look beautiful like this, just for the heck of it one time. I think it would be fun. But Lauren Lyle is sharing this. Got ready with Armani Beauty to elegantly show side boob, and it was incredibly chic. Elegant side boob. There is a way to do that elegantly and then trashy. So a little elegant side boob. It's a really pretty dress. It's a little low cut for my taste. However, my taste also includes having given birth to four human beings, and not all of my body needs to be seen by the world. She's lovely. Flaunt it if you got it. I'm going to say that. Those are some high heels, though. That's a lovely dress. It lays very nicely on her. And I love her hair. It's very chic, very straight, pulled back. And her makeup looks very simple, but it's very beautiful. She looks terrific. And wouldn't be Lauren pictures, at least not proper ones, without her laughing and having a good time. She is such a bubbly personality. Adore her. See, check out those heels. I used to be able to walk on stilts when I was younger, and that's as close to high heels as I really want to get. I am clumsy. Well, I'm not really, but I'm lazy, and I don't want to have to be so careful about where I step and how I walk. And give me a pair of tennis shoes, and I'm good to go. That is great. I'll dress in that dress. Give me some really good-looking tennis shoes and a shirt to wear underneath the top. Very lovely. Very nice. I love it, Lauren. And then we've got some more of Sophie with her I Could Only Imagine movie just stuff behind the scenes. Sophie Skelton shares this one. I Could Only Imagine movie hit theaters 2 days ago. Actually, 3 days ago. We hope you enjoy watching it as much as we did making it. This film has a very special place in my heart. So she's given us a bunch of videos behind the scenes. I don't know if they're saying anything interesting here. Are they saying anything interesting? No, we're just pretending there's audio where there isn't. And, oh yeah, so look. I always like these pictures, too, where you can see what the cameraman, what the directors and producers see when they're filming. And, again, check out very wide screen, getting all the action in there, very nice. And apparently there's a little stress involved because, well, my husband, you just carry Tums everywhere in case there's a tomato inside. But a lot of people have Tums for multiple reasons. I wonder if craft service is just like excellent. Aww. How sweet. We got some of her co-stars there, possibly. Our family of co-stars. And little ones. Yeah, that's a co-star there. Is it hanging out underneath the bus? That's underneath the bus, right? Yeah. That's where you put the equipment and the luggage and stuff. Cool, cool. Very fun. Ooh, I like her top. I do. I enjoy her top. Very a little cheeky there, Sophie. Oh, wow. That is a cool venue. Look at that. If I were a musician, I would want to play that venue. With the rocks there, it's natural echoing or I don't know what they call it specifically, but it helps keep the sound within and gives, that would be cool. I would love to hear the quality of like an electric guitar in there. That's neat. Oh, having a possibly rap party. Feels like there's some celebration going. Oh, they're at the concert. They're at the concert at the venue. Okay, cool. Yeah, again, I'm afraid to push play because I'm gonna get in trouble for playing music. Let's see here. Aww, come on. We're probably either a still shot of the show or just, the co-stars. Being a co-star. Go Sophie. Sophie has lots of practice with kids now, so she can be in any movie with children and probably be an expert at it. So go her. Some more Sophie here. You Magazine, and two others shares this. It says she spent the last 10 years fitting between the centuries in the smash hit series Outlander. No. But now, rising star and fashion darling Sophie Skelton is looking to the future. Filming Outlander involves many outdoor scenes across Scotland. In freezing winters, you get desensitized to how tough the conditions were. Growing up in the countryside, I was used to dredging through the mud, Sophie explained. So when we were trying to keep to schedule, I'd be the one going for a wild wee because the Portaloo was a 10-minute walk away, and I didn't want to keep everyone waiting. I feel that. I truly do. So what can I expect to see next? What can we expect to see next from Sophie? I can't be too picky, but having played one character for so long, I feel it's important to do something different. That's a nice picture for the different. And you can read the full article of You Magazine. That's fluffy. That is very fluffy. Kind of cool. Yeah, she like Caitriona, she has this fantastic build to show off clothing. Being tall, statuesque. It's lovely. And she can wear just about everything, much like Caitriona, and just look fantastic all the time. Go Sophie. And it'll be cool to see what a lot of these folks do once Outlander is in the rear view. And I do say rear view after we've seen season 8, because right now they're so ingrained with us, especially us, the fan base for Outlander, in their parts. I still have trouble watching Sam or Caitriona in other films because I still see Jamie and Claire. So it's tricky for me personally, especially Sam. I don't know why. I really do have trouble seeing Sam in some of these romantic parts that he was doing during Outlander, just because I'm like, Claire's going to be really mad at you for kissing this other girl. Anyway, it'll be fun to follow them and see what they do after all things are said and done. Diarmaid Murtagh, he loves having pictures with his girl. Drom Baxton with the Supergirl of the house on an easy Sunday morning. This is from June 26th. Look out. So she's got a Superman hat on. You go. That's right. Got some Superman stuff going on here. She is a little Supergirl. Go. Yeah. like the puffy pants. Supergirl. Now my eldest granddaughter everything is Batgirl or Batwoman, depending on which version you go at. Drum Baxton. All right. Yeah. All right. He looks so different. Let's look at this again. Look at his face all shaved. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't recognize him, but y'all know I don't do faces well that look different from time to time. But he's such a happy dad. We're always happy to see the pictures of these folks when they share their families. That's really cool. That's really sweet. He just looks like a good daddy. Duncan Lacroix getting some stuff done. Had a grand old time as a guest on season 10, episode 8 of Grantchester with these fine gents. Available now in the UK on ITX Official, playing poor old Eddie, bodyguard to a wrong'un. Good fun dressing up in old school early 60s clobber. Needless to say, I grew the beard back ASAP because look at him. I can't even. He looks, again, I can't deal with these guys when they shave their beards. It's like they're trying to go incognito, so I can't recognize him. It's very irritating. But there we go. We got Duncan looking very, very, I don't know. He looks like he'd be dangerous. I don't think I'd want to mess with him. Yeah. And the 1960s clothes, he should get a chance, right? Claire got to wear it. Caitriona got to wear it, so why not Duncan? I want to see them dress Sam in like, ooh, I'm thinking like a suit that they would have worn on Downton Abbey. We got to see Ed, and we've seen David in some period stuff. I would love to see Sam in like a nice suit of the time, because I think he would clean it. We've seen him cleaned up, but I think he would clean up really well in 60s garb. Although let's face it, we'd prefer a kilt. Anyway, moving on. These are some great pictures. Variety, sorry. Vogue magazine had a great shoot with the couple, and they aren't a couple, but with these two, and a great article, which I'm thinking of going through and over for my Thursday video, which I will have to pre-record. It just depends on time. But these are some of the pictures. Kathy gave it rave reviews, which means it's got to be good. But these are just some of the images. And then I wanted to share this one too. This is from Balfe Nation. But check out Caitriona's hair. We've seen her with so many short hairstyles, and it probably makes it easier to work with the wig. And now that she's not having to wear the wig all the time, growing out the hair. That's just my assumption. But Balfe Nation says this: Caitriona Balfe on her way out of the Charles Finch and Channel pre-BAFTA party in London, England, with a glimpse of Tony at her side. And so, yeah, it's just the hair. I'm growing it out, hon. Enjoy that. Yeah, it's a different look. We haven't seen her with the long hair in a good long while, at least not that's from a wig. Now, I hope she's enjoying that. And yeah, there it is. Really pretty. She has a lovely natural hair. I'm happy for her. I do feel bad for a lot of these stars that once they are playing a character with or without a wig, but usually without they're pigeonholed into a hairstyle for years, and it becomes an issue. In fact, I recall, I don't know if any of you are Buffy the Vampire Slayer television series fans, but during season 6, Sarah Michelle Gellar wanted to get a haircut, and they literally had to write it into the script that Buffy went for a haircut. Well, actually, that Buffy chopped her own hair and then went for a haircut to clean it up. But it's odd to me because these stars are, like I said, literally pigeonholed into a haircut that they have to get permission to change. And that would drive me crazy. But that's because every job I ever had in life made it very clear what kind of hairstyles were and were not appropriate, which is why I do this now. I'm going to go get this trimmed today, too, by the way. After I am done here, going to get this Reshaved, very proud, very, very clean for my trip, and then recolor because it's grown out. It's getting bad. So yes, I'm all with the hair today. You do what you want to do with it when you can, when you finally can. And then I've got another little interview clip here. Balfe Nation shares this one. And I do have the link. I don't know. I don't think I put it in there, but I do have the link to this full interview. Thank you, Kathy, for pointing it out to me. The link that was good is no longer good. So I had to go find this sucker, which wasn't hard by any means. But Balfe Nation shares this. I'm not going to read the quotes. We're just going to let Caitriona say her thing because she's so well spoken. And I'm good.
I think it's, look, the world can be such a crazy and intense place, and when geopolitically things feel very heavy, nice to be able to, I don't know, step into a world where things feel a little bit more loving and more, I don't know, connected. And I think I was just in New York and everybody was talking about heated rivalry, and it was so interesting to see how it crossed so many demographics, and it just made people feel happy about stuff. And I think people crave that. And, you know, people all the time who kind of say, oh my God, your show helped us through a really hard time, or things like that. And that is such a gift to be part of something that, you know, happiness, and to be able to do that's really incredible. So
That's funny.
Very cool. Very true. How many people are using Outlander, for example, as an escape from some of the wackiness going on in reality right now? I know, like during that terrible illness that went around 4 or 5 years ago. Gosh, has it really been 6 years? At any rate, I think that like YouTube, Netflix, all of the streaming services were worn out because so many people were streaming so many different shows that gave them comfort. Outlander, of course, being one of them. But you know, I was rewatching a lot of shows that had brought me joy, to try to, you know, as a form of escapism from the insanity that was reality then. And I tend to be doing it a little bit now. I'm rewatching Grey's Anatomy. We lost one of our Grey's actors, and it really made me want to go back and rewatch that show, because that was a good one, especially those first like 10 seasons. Well, I say the first 7 or 8, 10 seasons were really good, and I still watch every episode. They're up to season 22, and I still watch every episode. But you know, it was really, really enjoyable. So yeah, I was excited to go back and watch these things, and I do use a lot of these shows, books, music, even trashy YouTube storytelling channels to get out of my head and out of the reality of the world for a short time. You kind of got to, for your own mental health. So I'm good point there. I have yet to see this hockey movie though. I know everybody's talking about it, and I'm not averse to a story about two men who fall in love. I am a little averse to hockey, which sounds terrible, but I especially coming from Fort Wayne, like the Fort Wayne Comets is our hockey team in Fort Wayne, and like everybody is a Comets fan. I lived on a street where at the end of the street, there was a house that was constantly up for rent for athletes, and we had the Fort Wayne Fury, which was a soccer team, who we'd occasionally get players who were renting it out, and same for the hockey team. We'd occasionally get players, so we'd have like our athletes down at the end of the street, and their kids would come play. And when we played street hockey, they'd come out. When we'd play soccer in the park, they'd come out. It was very cool. So I was privileged in that, but I never got that love of hockey that a lot of people do. I'm very bad at watching sports. I'll just put it that way. I'm bad at watching sports because I enjoyed playing them so much, and it just makes me sad that I don't play them now. I want to go play soccer. I can't right now, but you know, I miss playing soccer. Oh well. That's not what this is about, guys. Outlander. All right, that is everything I have for you right now. Trying to hold back a couple of things so that that are not at all important time-wise, but will be interesting to keep looking at as we wait for season 8, so that I can hopefully get a couple things pre-recorded for at least the Thursday, possibly the Friday that I'll be gone. We are leaving on Thursday, so I will be here Wednesday, and everything is going to be live up until then, including Wednesday. That's kind of what's been going on lately. I've been so busy. Pre-recording just has not been happening. So do look forward to 1 o'clock on Wednesday for a live, and 12 o'clock tomorrow for a live, and then Thursday and Friday, with any luck, the videos will be out Thursday at 12 if I've got one, and Friday at 1, because I'm trying to stick to my normal schedule so I don't throw you guys off too much. Hopefully. Let's see what I've got going on in the comments before I head on out and get my mop chopped up. Yeah, Kathy loved those Vogue pictures. They are really good. I'm going to see if I can go through and make time to go through that, and maybe another article or two, depending on what there is to read and share. And share some of these amazing pictures that have been taken, the amazing articles, the looks back, the little questions. We aren't getting a lot of spoilers for season 8, but it is really fun to hear how much the stars have enjoyed being on Outlander, the things they've taken away from it. So I do enjoy these interviews. They're good stuff. Love me some Buffy. Hey, Cynthia. Look, I got to meet James Marsters. I have a very embarrassing story to tell about that sometime. Not today, though. And Outlander is my escape from everything. Yep. Outlander's the go-to. Yeah. All right, guys. Yeah. And we kind of need that. We do. It's not that we aren't paying attention to what's going on, but it's sort of like when the Twin Towers fell. There were people who would watch every single thing about it all the time and ended up putting themselves in such mental distress that they couldn't function for a couple of weeks. And I think we learned something from that. We try not to completely destroy ourselves mentally and emotionally by continuously reminding ourselves of things going on. We don't need to be reminded. We're living it. We see it every time we turn on TV, walk out the door, hear a conversation. It's a bit much, and so we need these getaways. So a big thank you to all the stars of Outlander, of whatever your favorite shows are, because it's not necessarily always Outlander. Me personally, I need to have a palate cleanser every now and then and switch to Big Bang Theory or something. But we need a little escapism just for our own mental health these days. And so just thanks to any stars, any creators, anybody who writes these stories, anybody who puts them together, producers, directors, just everybody who's involved, because I think for a lot of us, it helps keep us sane to have something to go that gives us joy, to go and watch and hear stories of love and compassion like she's saying. So yeah, just a big thanks for the effort, because it really matters sometimes. Yeah. Getting babbly here, guys. So I'm going to let it go. I'm going to be done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, I'll be here at noon tomorrow, should be without any problem, Eastern Standard Time. And I want to thank my members and everybody who contributes to this channel. Like I said, I got my alignment all set. I tested it out yesterday to make sure that things were working properly. I've had an issue with my cruise control. If I'm on a highway above 65 miles an hour and I have my cruise control on, the alignment, I think, was shifting it out. And so my stability sensor would say, you can't use cruise control. It's not working properly. It was working fine for me. And it would shut it off. I do not want cruise control to be shut off on a drive to North Carolina. So I tested it yesterday or Friday, and was it Friday? I tested it one of these days. Oh, it was Saturday, and it seemed to be working just fine. So fingers crossed. My mother and I will make it. She may survive me driving her to North Carolina. Looking forward to seeing Melissa again. Very much looking forward to also meeting Diana Gabaldon, who I've never ever seen in person in real life. So I'm very excited about that. So thanks everybody here for your support one way or the other. A lot of things I've done in the last couple of years I would not have done if you hadn't shown interest in this channel. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who views, everybody who comes back on a regular basis and shares and comments. Like if you enjoy it, liked if you didn't. I do appreciate all that and the comments because you're taking time to check out and see what I found and what Kathy has found and what multiple of you share and send to me so that everybody can get a good look at the fun stuff going on with our cast. I'm done. I need to go get my hair cut. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. Have a really great rest of your Monday. Love to you all. And as you know, if you think you missed any of the updates and you want to check out and see if anything interesting has been going on, there's almost always something interesting going on right now. Please do check out any of the playlists below and you will find something fun to watch. Or at least noise in the background while you're running the sweeper. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you all. Yeah, no matter what video you choose, you know this drill. I will see you there.